Year 3 at St Cecilia's Catholic Primary School in Port Hedland have written as authors and painted as, what do we call them? Illustrators for Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge for her birth that happened in May, when we were learning about the history of Britain and the royal family, haven't we guys?
Yep.
And we're about to put this book in the post to send to Princess Charlotte at the palace in London. Buckingham Palace is where we'll send it to, where the Queen lives, and hopefully Charlotte will get a read. So it's called When the Little Princess. When Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte was born in May 2015, she was showered with love and blessings and oodles and squoodles of generous gifts. Meanwhile, in a distant hot place in Western Australia, a rather lively bunch of 8-year-old children imagined she might one day grow up liking to do what they do, making a right royal mess with paints of all colours and dreams of all descriptions. This is the result of their dreams, and they hope Charlotte's prove as sweet. When the little princess was a baby, her mummy, named Duchess Kate, took Charlotte to the shops to buy some things. She was wearing a beautiful Dora jumpsuit, a famous Doc McStuffins dummy, a Tweety Bird hat and some Elmo slippers. That night, she dreamt about wearing her mum's crown and to sit on the throne and be Queen Charlotte. When the little princess was a baby, she loved sleeping. She wore a Barbie t-shirt, Elsa and Anna leggings, a golden crown with diamonds in it, a pair of emerald bangles, and last of all, a diamond dummy. At night, the little princess dreamt of being the queen and ruling the world forever, of falling in a lake with swans and pearls and lily pads and flowers in it. When the little princess was a baby, she liked to go shopping with Duchess Kate, her mummy. She wore a sparkling dress with a blue belt. At night, she dreamt of when she would rule the world. When the little princess was a baby, she played with her mum's crowns. She wore a neon onesie and a crown. And at night, she dreamt of school and ball gowns. When the little princess was a baby, she was lazy in her bed and did nothing except sleep. She wore swan clothes, and at night, she dreamt of having a dog. When the little princess was a baby, she played in the Queen's garden. She wore a dress and sparkly shoes. At night, she dreamt of going on a date with Big Ben. When the little princess was a toddler, she made a sandcastle in her own sandpit. She wore a pink dress. At night, she dreamt of her favourite snack, which was pizza. When the little princess was a toddler, she liked to play a game called Slug It Out, and it was an easy game. When the little princess was a baby, she ate baby food. She went on the swing and on the bouncy castle and went to sleep. When the little princess was a toddler, she would go to the ballroom and try to waltz. She wore a sparkly blue dress, diamond leggings and an emerald headband. At night, she dreamt of being queen. When the little princess was a toddler, she ran around the palace and played Xbox. She wore a yellow cowboy dress, and at night she dreamt of being the smartest in the world. When the little princess was a toddler, she danced in diamond pants and a blue t-shirt, and she played video games. At night she dreamt of being queen. When the little princess was in primary school, her friends loved her shoes. She wore pink and white shoes and a donut shirt. At night she dreamt of going to see Santa. When the little princess was in primary school, she learned her times tables and learned how to write. She wore a blue uniform and orange pants. At night, she dreamed of building her own castle. When the little princess was in primary school, her friends were impressed with her. She wore her crown to school and her friends bowed to her. At night, she dreamt of the handsome prince who kissed her. When the little prince was a teenager, she liked to hang out with her friends. She wore a dark blue dress with a light blue belt. At night she dreamt of living in a palace, and it was half a mansion. When the little princess was a teenager, she loved picking flowers for her family. She wore a sparkly dress and a diamond school bag and took that to school, and it was the school called the Palace High School of Cambridge. At night she dreamt of butterflies, ponies, dragonflies and herself, flying with their delicate, see-through, shiny and beautiful wings. When the little princess was a teenager, she practiced her times tables. She wore Barbie leggings and Barbie shirts and Dora shoes. At night, she dreamt of a beach holiday. When the little princess was a grown-up, she was very nice. She helped people when they were sick. She wore a purple dress and a red scarf. She also wore hot pink leggings. At night, she dreamt she found a boyfriend. And she got married with him. His name is Prince John, and they had kids. When the little princess was a grown-up, she went out for dinner and lunch. She wore spotty pants and a rainbow t-shirt to bed, and she would take her crown off. At night, she dreamt of eating candy all day. When the little princess ruled the world, she was famous. She wore a shiny top with emeralds. She wore a smooth blue jacket with sparkles. At night, she dreamt of having a private jet with money. When the little princess ruled the world, she ate pizza, went to sleep, slacked off, played video games and chased birds outside. She also liked to play hide and seek. She liked to wear a black velvet cape. At night, she dreamt of having a boyfriend. When the little princess ruled the world, she wished for a car. She wore a Dr. McStuffins dress with red and blue leggings and Diego socks with sparkly shoes. At night, she dreamt of flying like a bird. When the little princess ruled the world, she loved flying to the clouds. She wore a Doc McStuffins shirt and Cristiano Ronaldo pants. At night, she dreamt of flying underground. When the little princess ruled the world, she went to the North Pole and took 10 penguins, and she wore 80s clothes to the fashion party. She dreamt a cat apocalypse, with one big fluffy cat, with cute dogs and rabbits, penguins, fish and birds. When the little princess ruled the world, suddenly she saw a little boy and said, "What's your name?" She wore a fairy dress from the fairy palace. At night, she dreamt of taking the boy to the fairy palace to visit the queen of all fairies. The